Within NFT Butler, there are two types of bidding tasks. There are token bidding tasks and CTOs, collection trade offers. There are scenarios where you want to do token bidding tasks, but most people would usually go for CTOs because they are way more efficient, because you can bid on a whole collection or all tokens of a trade with just one single bid. One very common use case why you would go for a token bidding task is that you want to bid on a token that has, or on many tokens that have a great combination. And I can show you an example here. I'm bidding here on other side vessels which have the roll farmer and the relic coda pendant. So I'm only bidding on tokens that have both of these traits. And you can also double check that within Butler, and you see how your token selection would look then. Obviously you cannot do that with trade bidding because you can only bid on one trade with CTOs. So one very important use case for the token bidding tasks. Another use case is that you simply cannot do CTOs because they have disabled the trade offers. That is, for example, here on little patches. You can only do token bidding tasks, and that's why I created here a token task. So why am I talking so much about token bidding tasks? There is one concept about NFT Butler that's very important to understand. NFT Butler can do about 7,000 to 8,000 bits per hour. And the tasks run with about 1,400 bits per hour per slot. And how we have built the throughput of NFT Butler is that you as a user can manage how many slots you want to reserve for token bidding and instant counter bidding. In my scenario, I'm using two token bidding tasks, so this works like a playlist where it works through all the tasks in a loop. And I'm using instant counter bidding with a hardcore mode, which occupies 3 slots. So a total of 5 slots, more you cannot get within one NFT Butler instance. And that's super important to understand. The more power you put on instant counter bidding, the fewer token tasks you can run in parallel. With CTOs, it's a little bit different. You can have 100 CTOs here and simply activate instant counter bidding, and it shouldn't be an issue. They are very resource efficient, and instant counter bidding doesn't have an issue to counter all of them with just the normal instant counter bidding speed. I want to quickly demo you in a video what's the difference between the normal and the hardcore speed. So let's have a look at this. All right, let's have a look at this example. I'm recording here instant counter bidding while the instant counter bidding queue is filling faster than it can be worked through. This happens if you're on a very competitive collection where you have multiple bots that are fighting against you. You now have a few options like increasing the bidding steps or dropping this collection. But what you can also do if you're a pro member is activating the competitive or the hardcore mode, which I do in this video, and you will see that it works through the queue faster than it fills up. As you can see, the speed is insane. So I really feel comfortable just choosing my favorite token tasks and let the instant counter bidding run on hardcore or competitive mode and defend my token bids as good as Butler can. As said, another option would be to drop all the instant counter bidding for a collection that would like this. I could simply deactivate it and it would flush out all the queued bids for that collection. So this is more a systemic approach. By increasing your outbidding steps, I could, for example, switch to smart outbidding, which will do larger outbidding steps the further I'm away from my max bid price. I can reduce the amount of bids it takes until I have found out where is the maximum that my competitor is willing to bid on. So This one I recommend to the more experienced bidders, as you are also increasing your risk by reaching faster the max bid price. But it can be very efficient if you know what you're doing. Alright, last but not least, I want to talk about transparency and logs. In NFT Butler, you see every single job that is being created through the instant counter bidding engine, and you can also drill down into the logs, so you see what was the current highest offer to the moment where I placed the bid and what was my placed bid. Often the errors that you see in instant counter bidding are that you are already the highest bidder. So that's an error that I actually like to see. And then, very important, I want to show you that instant counter bidding actually does what it promises. And I click on this token, for example. I quickly have to switch to browser. As you can see, I had here a competitor that was placing a bid. He was using NFTinit.com's tool, and I was instantly counterbidding them. So I am the top bidder on that token now.